Okay, so I got it I got the picture that I want. Well, I think I got it. Um, I'm going to make a different like design, a different words for it at the end. Um, she's. I'll give you a hint. She's like Rika. She's adorable. But hey, time for me to shut up. And I'm gonna try and finish this somewhat today. I kind of want to try and finish this today, but if I can't, oh well. If you want to be a if you want to be if you want to be a pro sportswoman, you gotta be able to move your muscles after a weary workout session. Is that so? You might act like something of an airhead, but you're awfully wise. Oh wow, Milady praised me. I'm so happy. I could die happy. Wow, Hazel. I love you, Lady You, but I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Hazel. Your love is appreciated now. My lower half feeds. My lower half is feeling a bit stiff. Oh, uh, would you mind massaging that too? Of course, it'll be my pleasure. Just leave your body to my capable hands. Ho ho. I think this is AC. Yeah, I think so. Uh, right, I see. So Hazel has a thing for Yuri, does she? Yeah. I'm kind of jealous, to be quite honest. I'm kind of disappointed in Hazel, to be honest, more than anything else. But I mean, she does swing that way. She does. I mean, she did admit she did swing that way. So I'm a bit disappointed. Yeah. Does she care that I'm trapped in a second wrestling? It was so well. Has she totally turned her back on me? I get that Yuri's attractive, but 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 is that enough to trump our shared bonds? She's more flightly than I realized. Yes, indeed. Some of the succubus fawn over her too, but none more blatant about it than Hazel. She practically worships. She practically worships the ground Yuri walks on. Totally. Totally. You could. You should just see them together. Hazel wags her tail like a lava worm, like a like a learn like a lorn puppy. Uh, I possibly as well. And Marta calls me a sociopath. I'm nothing compared to Hazel. Yeah, I I I bet she processed herself before Yuri when Yuri scolds her when Yuri scolded her and begged her for forgiveness. Really, knowing her, she probably offered to lick Yuri's feet clean too. That's a mental image I could not. But it does sound entirely, but, but it does not sound entirely beyond the realm of possibility. Hazel loves Yuri a lot. Her love is pure, like my love for you. I don't think she means anything ill by it. Yeah. At the end of the day, we can't help who we fall in love with. I'm aware of that, but Yuri, yeah. How could you fall in love with her? For once, I agree with you. It's incredibly baffling. It's not just baffling; it's downright bizarre. Lady Yuri's might not be that old, but she's overlord. She could have disposed of us. Uh, she could have. Oh, she could have us disposed of if she wished, like with a flick of a finger. Now, some people like being looked down upon and dominated. Perhaps Hazel is the same way. I guess Hazel wouldn't be able to help me change Yuri's mind then. Not at all. Marta snorts. You shouldn't count on her, and you shouldn't count on her as an ally when Yuri is around. Hazel's be besotted. Duly noted. I'll keep that in mind. You don't need to worry about Hazel's support. In any event, I will speak to Lady Yu as I said. I cannot offer you much in terms of support, but I will do all I can. Uh, but I will do all I can. I'm sure the rest will too. We all love you a lot, hero, and we want and we want you to be safe. You must be on your guard, though. Yeah. Let's see. Mm, The Fumi's voice hardens. This is Yuri's domain. While you are here, you will be at her mercy. I shall protect you, but my influence is limited, and there is little I can do. Please try and be careful. If anything happens to you, I fear I would not be able to forgive myself. Oh, I turned Hifumi's words over in my mind for the rest of the day. As I said, day. Okay. As I said, day. But since the skies beyond the windows never change color, I'm not sure where the day and night begins. Where the day ends and the night begins. Time stretches and dilates in strange ways. There aren't any clocks anywhere, and I can't keep track of anything. I don't think I've been here all that long, but I'm already starting to lose all sense of the passing hours. I already know that time doesn't pass in the Sakura's realm as it does in the human world. Could it be? Could the pretensile night sky be be a be a product of that? I have no idea. I'm starting to lose my bearings. I know I should try to escape, but I still feel undecided. I don't think staying here is good for me, but at the same token, I can't stop thinking about you. I'm worried. Mm, I'm aware she'll never let me freaking leave, to be honest. uh, let me. Let's see. I'm so. I'm. She's so possessed. She's so possessive. I'm a little afraid of her. What will she do if I try to run away? Thinking about all the possibilities is enough to make me feel faint. Ugh. I groan, pressing a hand on pressing a hand to my temple. It's throbbing. I feel awful. Humans, humans were never meant to come here. That must be why I feel so out of sorts. My body is rejecting this place. Excuse me. I have no manners. Uh, the air is strange and stuffy when I'm indoors. It's hard to breathe. There you go. I doubt I will. I doubt I'll ever get used to it. Hold on. I doubt I'll ever get used to it here. Neither do I want to. I want to try. Uh, yeah, I want to. I need to try and escape, but it seems impossible. Mm. I'll just have to rely on her for me. She's dependable enough. She's one of the most mature succubus I know, alongside Marna. Surely you will have to listen to her. She has to. She's the only she's only the current ruler because of whom he bestowed bestowed the right upon her. Doesn't she owe Hifumi some sort of favor? No. I can only hope I can only hope their talk will be a favorable one. But right now I'm sleepy. I I can barely formulate cohesive thoughts. I think current thoughts. Mm. I yawn. My eyelashes fall shut. Then I fall asleep. Hero, I love you so much. You're mine and mine alone. Uh, okay, huh? I, hold up. I awakened. I'm awoke from my dreams a short while later, feeling a strange, damp sensation. Mm. I feel something pecking at my lips. The smell of perfume envelops me, and something skimmish brushes my skin. What? Groggy, groggy and disoriented, I force my eyes open. Then I gasp. What are you doing here? Oh, that's right. You own hair. Another pair of eyes is boring into me. They're soft, pale blue, like powdered snow, fr- uh, fr- fronted, fronted with dark eyelashes. I'm not alone. There's somebody else with me, and they're kissing me. Mm. Oh, here it is. Nice to see you're finally awake. The mysterious kisser draws back a smug smile on her face. She brushes a few strands of dark hair behind her pale shoulder with her gloved hands, and that's when everything clicks into place. This is my first girlfriend, Yuki Yui. She's a succubus. She kidnapped me and brought me to the succubus realm. And now, yes, hero. Okay, yours is a soft, sensory per per quite wait quaint wait quite 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 unlike the cool tones she used. Oh, hold up. unlike the cool tones. I'm guessing that means cold tones. Cold tones to use to address Maria earlier. Because ain't no way it's cool. Her, her, her pale eyes look a bit hotter than usual. They're indeed half lit with with arousal, and her cheeks are flustered. Excuse me. It's really been a long time since we last spoke. I can't believe you would fall asleep at a time like this. I had several duties to attend to, but now the day's busy. But now the day's business has been concluded. I would like to enjoy myself. It's really not fair for you to fall asleep when I need you so badly. Don't 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 you want don't you want to be with me? Of course I want to be with you, but no. Joey presses her glove. Uh, Joey presses her gloved index finger against my lips. Don't say anything that could spoil the moment. I miss you. I miss you immensely, my dear hero. You are very, very valuable to me, and I wish to show you as much. I'll show my love to you over and over again until you yearn for me as I do. You. I won't let you leave me, for now you'll always be my side. I adore you. I want my mouth to retort, but yours doesn't let me get a single word edge over. She dips her head once more. Her dark her dark hair trails against my neck and shoulders, and presses her mouth to mine in a bit in a hot, demanding kiss. Uh, I can feel her chest pushing up against mine. She's so close I can smell the sweat upon her skin. I feel tired, but I find myself quaking in anticipation all the same. It feels good, but Hiromi's wearing, but Hifumi's warning rings bells through my head. Hold on. But Hifumi's early warnings rings through my head. Yuri's dangerous if I get if I give too much of myself for her, she might not let me go. Should I give in to this? Uh, no. I'm sorry, but mustering all the willpower I possess to push you away from me. I don't know if I'm in the mood right now. What? Yuri pa- Yuri's pale powder blue look flashes. She pouts. "Mm, Are you sure I can persuade you? Maybe later, but right now I'm too tired. Tired. Mm. Yuri smiles. That sounds like that sounds like the sort of excuse a housewife might might make 10 years into an unfitting relationship, unfulfilling relationship. Hmm. hmm. I clearly hope you don't regard me like that, you know. Well, I do. No, not at all. I'm really tired. Really. Yuri cups my cheeks in one hand and looks at me, her brow frowned with perplexity. I wonder. uh, my naughty succubus subjects haven't been whispering poisonous lies into your ear, have they? What? No, that has nothing to do with anything. If you say so, dear. Relax. Oh well, if you're really too tired, I will not force myself on you. I will never do that. You already did that before. You liar. I love you after all. Now let's see. Yours true. Oh my. Hello. Yuri strips herself of her sexual desire and lays down in bed next to me, beside me. Ooh, wow. Okay. Wow. I would say these curves. Yo, she's stacked. She winds her legs through mine, her arms twinned about my middle, about my middle, and nuzzles her cheek against my chest. Hmm, I think I'll take this opportunity to rest. I'm rather tired too. Wow. Mm. We will have plenty of more opportunities to be intimate in the future. For now, however, I must wish you a good night. Sweet dreams, hero. Mm. Yuri presses a kiss against my cheek. I hope you only dream of me. Uh, it's still it's still dark when I'm awake the following morning. The sky beyond the windows is pitch black, and the only light, but and only light and only light afforded in the bedchamber is that of the chandelier hanging of the chandelier which hangs from the ceiling. The hazel idle thoughts that swim about inside the fishbowl of my head are a lactous something. Something, it's something. I don't feel quite like myself. I can I can remember where I am at least and how I got here, but none of it feels really real. Although it's almost as though my head, it's almost though my soul has split from my body, and I'm regarding myself as a third person. It's it's strange to think a few months prior I didn't even know. Oh, I didn't know that the succubus realm existed. I didn't know that succubus existed. Sorry for the yawn. I was incredibly surprised when Marna revealed the truth to me in her office. Which, even I even thought that might be some sort of hal- of hal- harness, hallucination, hallucination, or else a magic trick. How could I or how could I have how could I have uh, anticipated that my old girlfriend Yuri was a succubus too, or that she would kidnap me and bring me here. I didn't even know where here is. I'm aware that I'm in a succubus realm. That much is apparent and 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 un and unarguable. But where does it exist in a rental of the rest of the world? Does it reside in the same place? Does it? Oh, oh, what? Does it reside in the in the same plane of existence as Tokyo, or is it separate from the world as I know it, but rest, re, nestled inside its own dimension? In that case, if that's the case, it does make one wonder how how the science uh, how, how the how the science of it all works. Fortunately, I'm ignorant enough in the ways of science not to ponder this for too much for too long. If I were a genius like Albert Epstein or Einstein, I'm sure, I'm sure I'm sure that the existence of succubus, I'm sure that the existence of the succubus realm would leave me scratching my head. Nah, but I'll try not to think about it too deeply for now. I don't think I don't th- I don't think I am really capable of deep thought at the moment. Anyway, I'm not sure how long I slept, but my brain is slow and sluggish, and my body feels weak. I'm so out of it. It takes a few moments to register the the sleeping presence of uh, lying beside me. Oh, oh dear, oh dear. Mm. Yuri's arms are raised. Her dark hair twiddled, uh, strewed across the pillows, and there's a soft, comfort smile upon her pretty face. She must have kissed the she must have kissed the bed covers off while she was dozing. I was wondering I wondered if she's a restless sleeper, but her torso is exposed. Yeah, please don't do anything devious or anything like that. Her soft, her skin looked soft and skimpy beneath the light of the chandelier. She looks real. She really does look beautiful. I can hardly believe that she's interested in me. It feels like something out from a dream. But this dream of mine will fast become a nightmare if I'm unable to figure out how to escape from this place. It's not as I it, it's not as I uh, it's not as I it's not as though I dislike Yuri. I could I'm sure I could, and that's not particularly because of how cute she looks when she's asleep, although that's part of the reason. It's clear that she does care for me. She's made her bond feelings more than apparent. I don't I don't think I have the heart to spurn her. But I don't want to but I don't want to stay by her side for the rest of my life either. I would like to return to Tokyo if I can. That's where I belong, not here. I wonder if I wonder if Hifumi will be able to talk her around. As we discussed yesterday, she might be the only person who can convince you to let me go. For now, I'll put my faith in her. Who knows? Maybe things will pan out. I just need to have a I just need to have hope. Knock knock. Okay. It sounds like somebody's at the door. Who could it be? Excuse me, lady. Is now a good time? What? Your yawns, your yawns. Her eyelashes flicker open, revealing her pale, icy iris. Yawning, she sits up and glances at the door. Hifumi, is that you? Yes, indeed. Uh, yes, indeed. I've come with your breakfast, little ear. I made it myself. in the traditional Japanese style. There's white rice, miso soup, pickles, and some grilled fish. I hope it's to your liking. That sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while. All right, Hafuma, you can come in. Thank you very much, my lady. Mm. The door opens with a creak, and uh, uh, Hifumi enters, Blake balancing a tray with one hand. She shuts the door behind her, then approaches the bed where Yuri and I sit, her tail swinging all along. Smiling sincerely, then smiling sincerely, she then rests the tray down upon the bed. There you are, my lady. Please enjoy. I always do. I always do. Your cooking is delicious for me. Although Yuri peers at the tray curiously, one hand beneath her chin. Hifumi must have been pretty busy. Uh, Hifumi must have been pretty busy in the palace kitchens when where, wherever there are wherever they are, because the tray is practically growing with food. There's a vibrant vibrant amount of soft fluffy white rice piled into a Cretan bowl, and she's grilled 5 whole fish. Mm. But this seems like quite a bit more than usual. I'm not sure if I'm able to eat it all. You should know that I have a delicate appetite. I'm aware, my lady. I just thought that given you have a guest, the woman glares at me. Mm, I should make more food. Uh, I should make more food. More food. I generally do. So he might have some as well. You would not want Harold to go hungry, would you? No, that's a good point. I didn't think. Forgive me for Forgive me for my carelessness, Harold. It's been a long time since I last interacted with a human, and I have forgotten that you need substances just as we do, human males in particular. I'm truly sorry. It's fine, Yuri. I, I, I don't worry about it. I offer Yuri what I hope is a comfort smile. Before we made enough food for both of us, so it's not like I'll starve. Indeed, she did. She's very thoughtful. Indeed, she did. It was very thoughtful of her. Hifumi, Hifumi has always been a kind and considerate woman. Her advice has helped me generally when it comes to governing of my people. She's almost like a mother to me. A mother. I do like that quite. I do like that idea quite a lot. But really, she giggles. I'm not that much older than you, Lady Yuri. I would not mind having children of my own someday. That I might dote on, but you and I are not that far in age. If you must refer me, if you must refer to me as a member of the family, uh, I would far rather be regarded as your big sister. Why? You smirks thinly. Are you afraid that I'll put Hero that are you afraid that I'll put Hero off? Are you afraid that I'll put Hero off you if I comment about how advanced in years are you? Goodness me. Oh, oh. Uh, uh, Hifumi's cheeks turned a soft shade of pink. Wow, that's a new look. She's never been that pink before. I don't think she's ever been that pink before. Actually, no, she has. She has, I think, once in the second one. Oh, you're being awfully willful today, my lady. Is that some? Is it? Is that any way to address me after I took the effort in making you such a delicious breakfast? Yeah, I would shut up if I was you. I'm surprised to hear Hifumi talk down to Yuri like that. I'm sure if Marna said words to that effect, she would be pushed to the floor and grounded beneath the heel of Yuri's foot. Yuri doesn't seem to mind being scolded by Hifumi, although her expression doesn't flatter. Instead, she smiles sheeply. I guess you're right. I'm sorry, Hifumi. I've been working hard lately, and I suppose I'm somewhat tired. You poor thing, you're always so busy. Yes, indeed. But fortunately, I have my lovely hero to soothe me. Hmm. hmm. Hifumi wrinkles. I wonder if she's upset. Her facial, her facial, her facial features soon rearrange themselves, however, into a smile. That is good and well, my lady. I'm very happy for you. You're not jealous? Not at all. Rather, I'm pleased for you. Mm, mm. You must be glad that you have been able to reunite with Fufumi and with her after all these many years. He's quite the catch, isn't he? Is he not? Yes, indeed. Yuri pouts. She shifts over to me, disturbing the breakfast tray, and the winds and winds an arm about mine in the same manner Cosmos oft does, in the same manner Cosmo so often does. And he's mine. I won't have you gawping at him, hero. Oh, I won't have you gawping at me, no matter how much I like you. You had your fun with him. Now it's my turn. Of course, my lady. The woman bows her head. Mm, mm, hold on. I wouldn't presume to try and steal your beloved from you when it's apparent how much you care for him. I may be older than you, but I'm not a scheming vixen. Good. I knew I could trust you. You're not all like Maria. Yuri gasped as Yuri's grip about my arm relaxes. Reassured now that Yuri won't try to steal me out from under her nose, Yuri, wait. Yuri turns her attention to the breakfast tray. Well, then I suppose I ought to eat something. I need to replenish my energy. I've been awfully busy of late. There's always something for me to do. It almost makes me miss my student days. Did you enjoy being a student? I didn't at first. Although the lessons were quite dull and tedious, I didn't care for any of my classmates. They could tell that I was something different, so they all kept their distance. Yeah, no shit. It was a bit lonely. But then I met you. You smiled at me. I appreciate your company a good deal. You brighten up my time spent in Tokyo considerably. It's because of you I've learned to tolerate humans. I had fun going on dates with you and learning more about human society. We went to a lot of places and and we did a good many things. I was young and carefree back then. Now it's my duty to remain here in the Sacrifice realm where it's always dark. The sun doesn't shine as it did in Tokyo, and there aren't any and there aren't any cafes or amusement parks. It's quite dreamy. Sometimes I wish sometimes I wish I did not have quite so many responsibilities. But my burden, hold up, but my burden will be lessened. What? But my burden will be lessened, I think, with your company. Being with you is like a sleeve, like a slaver, like like a sleeve that heals my heart. Now, here scops a handful of Hifumi's mouth-watering miso soup, then brings it up to my lips. Will you let me feed you, darling? I'm practically, I'm practically capable of feeling myself, but I oblige. I let Yuri spoon mouthfuls of soup and morsels of fish to my lips while Fumi watches. If Fumi is jealous about our closeness, and I rather suspect, despite her posture, that she is, she doesn't let on, her brow doesn't wrinkle. Instead, she smiles practically, her hands folded together at her front. She's definitely, definitely ticked. I could tell she wants to explode, but she knows she can't. She is really a wonderful actress. I've never seen anybody better at hiding their own emotions. It's impressive, but it's kind of sad too. I feel sorry for you, who's obligated to stay in the Sakura's realm and rule her subjects, but I feel sorry for Fumi too. It can't be too easy watching the person you love be pampered by another woman. Then again, didn't Yuri have to bear witness to dozens upon dozens of events like this? She must have been observing me in the Succubus realm for quite some time. Mm, it didn't break her heart to see me flirting with Fufumi and the rest and the rest and, and resting my head upon her lap. That was delicious. She finishes the last of the breakfast. Then she sets down her chopsticks. Thank you, Fumi. Your cooking seems better. Thank you, Fumi. Hold up. Thank you, Fumi. Your cooking seems to get better and better every time I see you. You're very welcome. Nothing makes me happier than watching people eat my food. Hee hee hee. I trust you enjoyed it as well, hero. Here we go. Oh yes, it was great. The fish was it was especially good, and I loved the miso soup. I'm relieved. Yuri beams. Oh gosh. I want. I I do most of my cooking in the human world now in my apartment. I'm rather more accustomed to my own kitchen than one here, so I feared I might have made a mistake. I'm glad everything went well. Now, Afumi cast an eye over Yuri. She's wearing nothing but her underwear. Gee, would you let me help you with your clothes, my lady? If you like, that'll be most appreciated. All right, all right then, stand up and I'll start pampering you. Mm, mm. Yuri obeys Afumi's commands in surprising, obedient manner, like a child might. Although Hifumi prostrated when Yuri said she was like her mother, there is something motherly about her. Watching her dote on Yuri is kind of sweet. Oh, look, look, yes, delicious. Hifumi wraps Yuri's clothes, Yuri's clothes about her shoulders, smiling all the while. Yuri shivers when the fur of her cape touches her exposed skin, but she doesn't shriek or shy away from Hifumi's fingers. She looks completely at ease. At her ease. This morning, though, this early morning ritual is one which must be uh, which must have occurred numbers of times between these two women. I can see I can see based on her relaxed posture how deeply Yuri trusts Hifumi. Yuri's relationship with Hifumi is a is the polar opposite of a relationship with Marna. She seems to regard Hifumi very highly, and I can't see so much as a flicker of of a- anxiety as amorous a- a- uh, animosity in her eyes. I I think I can understand that. Hifumi's sweet, unamusing woman or unassuming woman. It's hard for anyone not to. It's hard for anybody to dislike her. That's partly why she's been such a endur- enduring popular actress for many years. By the way, my lady, I was thinking. Mhm. Oh, excuse me. Yuri shoots at Hifumi a side glare. What is it for me? I couldn't help but to recall to the talk you gave me yesterday after you summoned me to the succubus realm. Oh that. Yuri frowns. Please don't take it personally. You know I dislike scolding you. I was upset at the time, I will admit, but if you have seen the error of your ways, you don't need to dwell upon it now. You don't need to dwell upon it. One apology is more than enough to satisfy me. I know we all make mistakes. Thank you, my lady. You are very generous. Uh, you're very gracious. Afumi bows her head. I'm sure, I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of all succubus, Martin included, when I say, when I say that we do not know how much you adore, we do not know, or we, well, I know I speak, I know I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of all of succubus, Marna included, when I say that we did not know how much you adored Hero. Had we been aware of your imminent connection to him, I am sure we would have not pursued him. It's alright, for me. I can forgive you and the others. Your expression hardens, but I can't forget Marna in a hurry. Not until she apologizes to me herself with her own mouth. She's not doing that. For for one of my underlings, she had she has an absolute un she has for one of my underlings, she has an off absolutely absolutely awful attitude. She does not. She does not regard me with due respect, and her wait interest is shocking. Well, why would she respect you if you first you're gonna beat the hell out of her and you're gonna put your face and you're gonna put your foot on her face, on her head, on the ground. Yeah, I shall not let her off the hook, even if you ask me for me. I despise her. He he. I thought you might say that. Hifumi laughs. But, my lady, while none of us have well, none of us have, but, but my lady, while I know none of us would have pursued a relationship with her as had we known your bond with him. The fact that the fact remains we still did. Hero has become a special person to all of us, myself included. I wish I wish I could ignore the feelings I have for him, but it's not that simple. Perhaps my love is, but perhaps my heart is weak, and if that's the case, I beg your pardon. But but it's rare I find a man I care about quite as much as he. I know that you, Cosmos, and Marina feel the same way. As for Hazel, meanwhile, Hifumi pauses, her lips together. I have no, I have not had a chance to speak to her since arriving in a Sakura's realm, but I'm sure she is fond of him too. We all like him a good deal, and we can't stop liking him because you have commanded us to. It would be nice. It would be nice if we could stop. If we could put a stop to our feelings as one simply can turn off a light switch. But that's not possible. I realize things must be hard for you for me, but you have to try and live with her. If hero is mine, hero is mine, and you must learn to keep your distance. I know, mm, mm, I know, I know that, I know that is what you wish, my lady. But please hear me out. Marna, Cosmos, Hazel, and I have been sharing him for quite some time. We all love him equally, and he loves us. We had, we have had a few spats, but we have been able to settle everything between us peacefully as adults should. This this is a this agreement is quite a pleasant one. You don't have any complaints with it, do you, girl? No, none at all. You see, if only adjust Yuri's ruffle about her shoulders. We're all happy with the way things are, and so I was wondering if you might not be. I was wondering if you might not be happy like that. I was wondering. I was wondering if you might not be happy like that too. Like what? Yuri's eyes narrows into a split while her voice drops in volume. All of a sudden, she doesn't look all of a sudden, she doesn't look half so agreeable as she once did. You aren't telling me to share my hero with the rest of you, are you? I thought it'd be possible, my lady. It will make us all very happy. We love him. We love him, and it would be unfair to keep him trapped in a Sakura's realm against his will. Surely he isn't trapped here against his will. He loves me. I'm sure he does. But there's no buts. I won't let you stand. I won't let you stand in my bedroom and insult me. Of a woman. I thought you were supposed to be my ally. I'm your ally, but I never meant anything. I just think you shouldn't have said anything. I don't, okay, there you go. Yeah. Yuri jerks away from Hifumi suddenly, her eyes blazing. She's fully dressed now and looks infuriated. Her tail is swishing indignantly, and her tail and her tall horns make her look more imposing than ever before. Gone is the sweet, uh, obligating Yuri who praised Hifumi's cooking and fed me while in bed. She transformed into a cold-hearted succubus queen that 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 debased Marna in the throne room. The full blunt of our anger isn't even directed at me. I can feel the blood running cold all the same. It's little wonder Hifumi looks so pale. How dare you tell me what to do? You might be my advisor, but I'm the queen, and you do not have any power over me. Cor- Actually, correction, sweetheart. Correction. I think, I possibly think, if Hifumi really decides, you know what, I'm going to go back on, I want the throne again, I'm willing to bet everyone will go for her. I'm willing to freaking bet people would go for her. Mm. If I want hero all to myself, then I may. You have no right to butt in. My love life is not your concern. But this isn't just about you, my lady. Uh, uh, Performer looks a- anxious, anxious, but she doesn't back down. She tries to argue on my behalf. I thought, oh, though she's trembling all the while. This is about Hero too. You need to stop and think about what he wants. Mm. This might be my own volition speaking, but I think he was happy with both the five of us. After all, after all, we have been gone. Af- After all, we have gone through together. After all, we have gone through together. It'll be cruel. It'll be cruel to part us. But it would be cruel to part us, and it isn't right and it isn't right to keep him here. I'm the one who will decide what's right and what's not. Not, thank you. Yuri puffs out her enormous chest, her hands on her hips. Let's see. He might not. He might not want to stay here right now, but he will. We will spend more time together, and I'll lavish attention on him, and then he'll realize how much he's missed me. Um, he'll be glad to leave. He'll be glad to leave the succubus realm. Hold up. No, he'll be glad to leave the human world behind as I did, so he can stay with me. In fact, I'm sure he will thank me for it. He loves me. He uh, he loves me. He loves me much much more than he has ever loved you. So stop trying to spoil everything. I'm not trying to spoil anything. I'm really just trying to make me doubt myself. Yoda raises one eyebrow. Well, I won't have it. If 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 Hero were any other human, I would let him go without delay. But he is special. But he is special to me. Yours voice, which is once which was once self righteous, now flatters. She looks down at the floor, her eyes half littered inside. Perhaps it may be, perhaps I may have been, uh, perhaps it may appear that I'm being unreasonable, but my judgment is pretty sound. I'm only doing this because I love him. How could that be bad? Love is good. Love is good. Love is a good pure emotion. It's not something to be ashamed of, nor second guessed. Aren't you the one who told me that for me? Yes, love is good in all that book. Yes, yes, yes. But you need to think about the other person too. If it's just one sided, what good is that going to do? I suppose. But princess, why don't we ask the Furman? Why don't we ask Hero what he wants to do? The Fumi looks at do you really want to stay here? Yes, Hero. Yes, Hero. Tell that Miss that that meddling old woman. Tell her you love me and tell her you want to stay by my side forever. Well, I look between Yuri and a Fumi, quite at a loss. It's true. It's true enough that I don't want to spend my life here, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure I would hurt Yuri's feeling if I told her that. I did love her once. I still love her now, although my feelings have shifted somewhat as I grew older. She's not exactly the same Yuri you can remember, but that should go without saying. Everything changes. But if I stay here, nothing will change. I'll be trapped. What should I say? Yeah, I, I really don't want to stay here, to be honest. I mean, I don't quite particularly mind, but she's never gonna change. She's never gonna change if we just keep being obedient. I'm sorry, but however, I like you very much. I don't think I can stay here. This isn't where I belong. I have a life already, and it's separate from yours. I have a job, I have a job I'm proud of, and a family. I can't abandon them. I don't want to abandon Marina, you, Cosmos, Hazel, or Fomi either. Can't you let me go, please? Ugh. Yuri takes a step back, although as though she's been slapped. Her eyes narrow and her body stiffens. For a few moments, I'm afraid she might burst into tears. But then her expression but then her expression hardens. You're just saying that because Fumi has put the idea into your head. While I am sure I'll be talking to you, I'm sure I'll be able to talk you around soon enough. Wow, no, I'm not saying that. I'm being honest. I'm very confused. Uh, and very confused, tired too. I don't think you know. I don't even think you know what you're saying, Harold. You're not. You're not in the right state of mind. But don't worry, I still love you. I'll never stop loving you. Now, you returns. I have some matters to attend to. If you excuse me, as mm, saying, so saying, she exits the bedroom. The door slams shut behind her with a thud, with a dull, heavy thud. Now it's just Hifumi and I in the bedroom. She looks at me, I look at her. We both sigh. Oh dear, I expected this would happen, but even so, that did not go well at all. I inclined to agree. This situation has fast becoming untenable. How will ever I escape now? Yeah, how the hell am I gonna escape? There ain't no point in escaping. I'm sorry, Herman. I did try to talk around, but she doesn't seem at all interested at listening. But she doesn't seem at all interested in listening. I mean, I wish I could be more of help. You did all you could. You did all you could. I offer homie a small comforting smile. I know you tried and I appreciate it. I couldn't be angry at you over that. You're not the one who's keeping me here after all. Maybe not, but if I was better at negotiating, Hifumi sighs, her head hanging. There's no wind in the Sakura's realm that I could detect. Her inky back trenches over with trenches which fall over her shoulders remain unstirred. It's very quiet here in the courtyard, save the sound of running, save the sound save the sound, save for the sound of running water from the fountain. The flowers in their beds are motionless, as though they have been preserved in in for in formality. Or I think I don't know. Um, it's not cold. It's not really cold, but I find myself shivering all the same. This place is stiffening. This place is pretty stiffening. All of us of all of us Sakuras, I'm the only one whose opinion lady respects most. If I can't persuade her, I fear nobody can. She might have shot me down once, but I shall not give up here. I will continue to petition her about your release day after. Uh, I'll continue to petition her about your release day after day until her resolve crumbles. You can count on me, Hero. Yes, I can count on you. Thank you for me. Oh, you're so lovely, delicious, just delicious. You're so dependable. I'm a little worried though. About what? Mm, I don't want Yuri to lose her temper with you. She seems kind of uh violated or something. Volatile, volatile, and that might and that might be understandable, given how given how brutally she treated poor Marina. If you got hurt on my behalf, I feel awful. I don't want that weighing on your shoulders. Mm. Fumi's a famous actress, a renowned. She's renowned across Japan for a smooth, beautiful, pale complexion. If you were to serve that with her foot to the face, then a Fumi's career might be in jeopardy. Yeah, might be in jeopardy. Jeopardized. I look up to Hifumi. Uh, I looked up to Hifumi when I was younger. She was one of my very first celebrity crushes. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want this? Who wouldn't? Mm, mm. The thought the thought that a woman with the thought that a woman such as her wants to help me is humbling. But I really don't want to be responsible for potential fallout. I would feel awful if a Fumi got hurt. A Fumi doesn't seem to share my concerns, although as or if she does, she's able to mask them behind a small smile. Don't worry, hero. It's somewhat embarrassing to admit, but I'm not doing this solely for your own sake. I'm a bit vested in your safety too. I feel I like you a good deal, so I would very much like to continue being intimate with you. Oh, I'd say her former seems like a bondage kind of girl. I'm just saying this. She seems more like a bondage kind of girl. I think she seems like one, a bondage kind of girl. I don't know about you, Sun Sky, but she seems more like a bunnish kind of girl. What do you think if you are watching still? If we could no long, if we could no longer hold hands and embrace or kiss, then I fear I would be very upset. You make me very happy, so I would like to continue with being with you. That is why I want to argue on your behalf. As the only as the only person here with enough authority to sway Lady Yuri, I ought to do my best. Otherwise, I might not. Otherwise, I might. Otherwise, I really might never be able to spend time with you like this. Hifumi shifts a little on a bench, so our thighs are are brushing mine. A few strands of her hair brush against my cheek. It feels gentle, like a caress. Ooh, them delicious, tasty thighs that she has. Just delicious. Hey, hero. Okay. Before he blinks at me, her eyes senses. Will it be alright if I rest my head upon your lap? Um, you can, but there's something big down there, so I mean, it may end up going in your mouth, so be careful. I just I realize it might be something of impossibility, uh, im- impos an imposter, imposter. But all of a sudden, all of a sudden, uh, but all of a sudden, I feel so tired. I don't have any, I don't have any personal issues. I don't have any. I don't have any personal issues with her suggestion, but I'm really worried Yuri might find out. She seems to know everything that happens within the Sakura's realm. I don't want her Fumi to get hurt, mm, but I don't want to be part of her from her either. What should I say? We probably shouldn't. We probably shouldn't. I want to though. I really, really, really want to, but I doubt we're gonna get an 8 scene. So maybe that's not a good idea. Yuri's short temper as it is, without us going out of our way to make it worse. Yes, I suppose you're right. Yeah. Yeah, and Fumi exhales disappointedly. You see, you raise a success point, though it still stings. I know. I would like to be even closer with you. I want to. I do. I would definitely press the button, but I know it's not possibly going to end well. Hold up. Let me just. What am I doing? Did I freaking save? I'll go back here. It's fine. Uh, I offer Hifumi a smile. You gave me a lap before, so it's only fair I return the favor. Oh, thank you. Hifumi's eyes lighten up. Let's see. You're really a darling. Then I shall take you upon your then I shall take you up upon your kindness. As much as I care for Yuri, dealing with her, dealing with her for any for any proactive period of time can be exhausting. I need a rest. Sighing your hold up, hold up. Uh, Sighing, Hifumi rests her head upon my lap, her icky, li- inkly, inkly black hair slips across my knees, while her violet eyes peer into my own. Are you sure I'm not too heavy? I'm sure I could. I, I can I can sincerely even feel you. Thank goodness he. A woman giggles, her chest rising and falling. Slowly, her eyelashes fall shut. As they do, a particularly transform occurs. Oh, oh my! I'm glad I did this. I'm so glad. A horns and wings melt away, as do her tail. This is delicious. This is delicious. Her succubus attire fades to replace with casual clothes I've not seen her wear before. She's now clad not her kimono, but a t-shirt and shorts. Her hair is tied back into a messy pigtails. A pair of red glasses are balanced upon the bridge of her nose. Of me. I blink at her, perplexed, my fingers running through her trenches. What's going on? What? Oh, Hifumi looks at herself. Her cheeks turn pink. Is she embarrassed? I did not mean to show you such a side of myself. I felt so good, I let myself go. All the stress drained from my body. And before I knew it, this happened. Did you lose control of your magic? It happens sometimes when uh, it have uh, it happens sometimes when we succubus are practically relaxed. I see. Well, I grin. My fingers are twitching through through her Fumi's jet black hair. I'm glad I can relax you, but your clothes are kind of curious. Do you often dress like that? When I'm at home, yes. Although I thought you preferred kimonos. I do. Traditional Japanese attire is very elegant. Whenever I go out in public, I present myself thus. Kimonos are a part of my image. As such, I cannot be seen without them. It will be disappointing. It will be disappointing my fans. It would disappoint my fans if they saw me in a casual in a saloon state. But they can be cumbersome, particularly the long sleeves. When I'm alone, I like my hair down, so to speak, and dress more casual. I'd say, um, Satsuka, I'm sure you like this. I am sure you like this, because I just say I don't know about you, but hot damn, I do. Mm, I feel at ease when I'm with you. So I've summoned these clothes without thinking. I hope you are not disappointed. Not at all disappointed. I think you look cute. Really, yes, delicious. It's pretty different from your usual wear, but it suits you. But it still suits you. The traditional elegant of Fumi is nice. Is very nice, but this is refreshing. But this is refreshing in its own right. Why, thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm glad your opinion. I'm glad your opinion of me has not shifted either. I'm glad your opinion has not shifted. It'll take some time. For it'll take some. It'll take some more. Uh, it'll take more than a casual tee and a pair of shorts to change my mind. I was wondering about the glasses. Do you really need them, or are they for decoration? They're necessary. They're necessary. When I assume my human form, my eyesight is not the best. Oh, I usually wear contacts, but I don't like putting them in. They make me flinch. As a fellow member of the Four Glasses Club, I can relate. Of the Four Eyes Club, Four Eyes Club, I can relate. Yep, four eyes right here. Mm. Have you never worn contacts? I have, but it feels kind of awkward. I've never gotten used to them. It's fine, although I'm not a fan. Although, it's fine. Although I'm not a famous actress, so I don't have to worry about my appearance like you do. I like your glasses. Makes you look very handsome. Mm, and and it's nice we match. It makes me feel more closer to you somewhat. See, Hifumi's giggles, her cheeks still tin- tingled pink. Her eyes her eyes upturned. Then she then drops her voice to a whisper and says, "Hey, girl, yes, I really do care about you. I don't want to say goodbye to you. That is why I'll continue speaking. I'll continue uh, petitioning Yuri. I can't let this stand. You are my beloved. You are my beloved. I can I have You are my beloved. I have ever dreamed of walking down the Alus with you someday. But if you were to stay here, my humble dreams will never come true. Uh, Ergo, I shall protect you. Don't worry. Mm, things might th- things might uh, things may seem bleak now, but I'm sure they'll be fine. We'll just stay. We just need to stay together. While I don't doubt Hafumi's honesty, time begins to pass and nothing changes. Hafumi continues to petition Yuri every morning, but Yuri remains cold and and fiddly to her demands. Her expression never changes when Hafumi speaks, and after a minute or so, she dismisses her advisor with a curry wave of a hand. Hifumi tries her best, I know she does, but how can she sway Yuri's heart when she refuses to listen? It doesn't seem possible. As for myself, I spend most of my time in the room. Yuri often isn't there. She's too busy attending her duties as a ruler. But when she is, she's quick to pepper me with hunger needy kisses. These kisses often escalate into something else. Then, before I know it, the pair of us are entwined. I don't dislike being intimate with Yuri. She's beautiful, as I believe I have mentioned numerous of times, and her love for me cannot be denied. No, he's just a F. He's just a horny monkey. Mm, being with her, being with being with her always feels good in a moment at least. But when it's over, Yuri is fast asleep beside me. I always feel a vague sense of dread. Every night I fall asleep with the hope of the next day surely Hifumi will be able to penetrate Yuri's defenses. Okay. Okay, so I'm okay. So it's like that it's like that it's like that let's just get it over with type of thing. Let's just get it over with. But nothing happens. I always feel disappointed. Now for me, I hasten to add, but with this whole situation, I don't know how long I'll be able. I don't know how long I'll be able. I don't know how long I've been in the Succubus realm, but I think it must have been more than a week, maybe two. I wonder how much time has passed in the human realm, in, in the human world during this time, maybe a couple of days. It's not very long by any but it's not very long by any stretch of the imagination. But if things continue like this, will be seriously well things like uh, but things but if things continue like this, I'll be in serious trouble. I don't want to lose my job or my apartment. At least At least I'm not the only one trapped here. Marna, Cosmos, Ayu, and Afumi and Hazel are stuck too. They're hold up. They remain in in this realm of eternal darkness. All five of them victims of uh Yuri's complex whims. Hazel doesn't seem too upset by this agreement, but the others are starting to become anxious. Their careers are on the line. Yeah, they're all suffering together. Yeah. We're all suffering together. I mean, it sucks because every last one of them are, you know, are are getting screwed over here. And the funny thing is, Hazel's getting screwed too. I don't think she even knows it. That's the sad thing. She's probably all flirty. He. Mm. I can talk with them occasionally when I talk to them occasionally when I get the chance, but I'm afraid they'll be punished. I'm afraid they'll be punished should Yuri find out. I've not seen her. I've not seen her eavesdropping on our conversations just yet. But then again, I don't need to. Yuri knows magic, and she could be spying on us from anywhere. It's a troubling thought. I feel tense. I feel tense and on edge pretty much all the time. Now, now I'm starting to doubt my future. I'm sure the other succubus will be released from here in due course when Yuri has had enough of traumatizing them. But what about me? She doesn't seem at inclined to let me go. In fact, with, with each passing day, she grows clingier and more desperate. She's underly instability, instable. I don't think she'll ever get bored of me. Actually, you don't need her to get bored. All you need to do is get sick. Shit, oh, that's all you need to do is to get sick or stop eating. Stop eating. She'll pick up on it like, oh crap. Well, we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing to take care of him here. Maybe other under other circumstances, the continued attention of a woman like Yuri would be flattering. But I really can't enjoy it as I am now. It's beginning to look distantly possible that Hifumi will be never be able to convince Yuri. Then I'll be trapped here for the rest of my life. A few days later, when I'm walking through one of the many uh, e- endemic hallways in Yuri's palace, I run into Cosmo, though not intentionally. Cosmos is wondering about aimlessly. Her expression vague and unfixed. She reminds me of a lost, lonely cloud. Hey, Cosmos. I wave at her greeting. I wave at her in greeting, and she jumps. Oh, hero. Well, I was looking for you. You were. Hmm. Cosmo bites her lower lip and shifts her and shifts from foot to foot. Her tail, meanwhile, is quivering. She doesn't look very happy. She doesn't look very happy. She doesn't look very happy. She doesn't look very happy-go-lucky. In fact, she looks the exact opposite of that. She looks the exact opposite of that. Sad, stop, unlucky. That's not a thing. In any event, it upsets me to see Cosmo looking so down in dumps. She's been she's been she's always been a bit of an airhead by nature, but she always smiles when she's with me. All this time spent in the Suckwest realm, divorced from social media and all our fans, she must be getting to her. There's something the matter. I'm not really sure. It's all very confusing. Did something affect you? Or are you thinking about your fans? I always think about my fans. They have never been far from my mind ever since Lady You summoned me here. Of course, I think about you more, hero. Of course. But my fans are important. It's because of them I've been able to continue manifesting in the human world for so long. Their support and love means the world to me. I think I, I think of them as my kind of family. I think of them kind of like my family. I know they all look out for me, and I would hate to disappoint or upset them. They have all been they're all they all they will all be worried. They'll all be so worried about me. Mm, let's see. That is a possibility. Uh, that's a lot of pressure to handle. Don't you ever worry about trying to make uh don't you ever worry about trying to make over 3 million people happy? All the time. I always worry if I'm not good enough or not smart enough or pretty enough. Hell, I don't think I'm good enough. Shit. Shit, I know I'm not smart, so to how he says I'm Shank. She tells me people are only interested in me because of my body. They don't care about me as a person. Uh, with that small, with 3 billion followers, I doubt it. I don't think. I think some people like you for you. Some people like you for you. I 7 million. I think what 3 million. 3 million followers a lot. I mean, hey, uh, that's numbers people would love to freaking have. Maybe she's right. Mhm. But if there are people like me, but but if these people, but if these people like me at all for for any reason, I feel obligated to return their love with my own. I don't love them the same way I love you, hero, but they're still precious to me. I, okay, I can understand that. It's alright, I understand. There you go. You do. Yep. Well, not entirely. Although I'm a professional photographer, I'm not a famous, rapid pound celebrity like Cosmos is. If I had to create my social media presence carefully every day, selecting and discarding photos to upload at 4 hour intervals, I would go mad. It doesn't it doesn't it it doesn't sound like a lot of work in theory, but I know Cosmos devotes her entire uh, uh, but I know Cosmos devotes her entire being to her fans. She's far more appreciative she's far more appreciative of them than IU is hers. Yeah, for all the lewd outfits she wears, Cosmos is innocent in some regards. Ooh. Okay. Oh gosh. I'm gonna cut off here for now. I'll Cause I know this is good. But uh, thank you all for coming to watch. I hope you all do. Um, I uh, I should have the ending today, but by the next video for tomorrow, I think, or later. Um, but yes, thank you for coming back and viewing my content. I appreciate you. I hope um, I kind of want to to okay. I ooh, okay. I gotta go real fast.